Hi everyone, Anthony Morgan's Training Academy. Today, it's what I'm going to be working on, kind of showing you guys what is called a drag. Um, it's the drag is more so you would think of it as a drag snap. Now, a snap, all a snap is if my knife is here, I snap that. Okay. Now, in Wing Chun Do, we have a lot of things that we twitch like this. We twitch. That is a twitch. Now, a drag is just this. It's almost like a throttle. When you see me throttle like this, well, this is a reverse. This is called a drag that works like this. See how I drag that? Well, it's a drag snap. Now, anytime, anytime if I don't want to close the distance, and I want to make an entry, I don't have to get in here close to stick. Okay, I don't have to get in here close to slash. All I have to do is be at this distance, and you notice that my knife is in earth position. Well, the cutting surface is going to be on this back side here. So when I'm here, I will do what is called a drag, bang here. And as I step in, you notice how that works? I stick and I drag. Okay, now I can do it on the side or I can do it on the top, bang here. And I just drag that. Now I can also do that with the hands. If the hands are out here, see, I can pull that, and it's just a drag snap. Now, it's going to do a lot of damage. Make sure when you guys are training this that you do use a good training knife. Training knives, I've built a lot of training knives over the years, and I still build a lot of training knives. I think it's something that should be personalized, and I think that everyone should have their own knives, and it should be something similar to what you carry all the time. So that is a drag snap. Now this one here is a Milwaukee. This is a hook blade Milwaukee, and it's sharp. It's a construction knife, but if you're carrying something like this, it's the same way. When I reach out, you notice my knife, the edge is back to my hand. Okay, I don't want to be placing this against my hand because if it gets hit, it's going to cut me. But my blade is coming down straight, so when I reach out and I snap that, I can snap the hand here. I can snap that hand. I can snap this hand. And so all I'm doing is what we refer to as throttling. Okay, I'm here and I snap that. Now, the Milwaukee is a decent hook blade. Now, this is what is called a harpoon. Now, the harpoon has a little set here so I can put my fingers in there and I can hook that. It's great for this position, but it's also great for this position. Okay, so that I can actually get a good purchase on that. Now, as I move in here, okay, now you notice I have the blade facing out. Okay, well, a lot of times if the blade is facing out, I'm going to catch with just the back of the blade here and cut. Okay, now I may just catch here. Now you think, well, okay, is it going to be substantial? Yes. Okay, because this tip is really, really sharp, and so I don't have to insert to get that drag. Okay, all I have to do is just snap that through as I'm moving in. Think about when you're out and about and you're in your shop or something and you walk by a piece of metal and you just drag it and just cut your hand. Well, that's not even, the metal isn't moving. Now, so imagine this tip right here, when I move up and I snap that through, okay? Now, do you always have to cut deep? No, you don't, okay? A lot of times it's a lot about psychology that I just say, hey, you need to get that taken care of. You're losing a lot of blood, okay? So, and I do it in my shop all the time. I'll get a simple little cut and it just bleeds a lot. It's just surface stuff. You can't even repair it. You can't even stitch it up. But so in knife fighting, thinking about the drag, how I'm going to drag this is all self-defense. This is not something that I'm going out looking for trouble. This is when something happens that I have to defend my family. I have to defend myself, and you know, and a lot of us don't carry guns. A lot of us can't carry guns. This may be a pair of scissors. Okay, self-defense is really important to understand your tools that you're carrying and tools that are available. Now, so back to the drag. With the harpoon, the edge is out. So when I move up here, it looks like it's going straight in like this until at that last point, and then I hook that. Here, okay, just like that. Okay, so this is how you could basically work on that, is just put the tip, touch the tip, and remove that. Touch that tip and remove that. Okay, so if I'm here, I touch the tip and I move. Okay, I touch the tip and I move. So it's just this motion right here. Okay, it's a drag snap. Now, in the snap is this. Okay, the drag is this. So you're adding both those together. It's like the twitch. And so find a knife that's comfortable. Find a decent training knife. This is one I made probably, I don't know, 30 some years ago. And you know, it's for Espada Daga, which is, you know, dagger. Okay, Daga is dagger. But this works good because I don't have to get in close. Okay, do I have to have a knife? No, I don't. Okay, it could be a hammer, it could be, you know, a crowbar, it could be anything of that type. But yeah, it's just the snap drag. So if I'm out of range here and I move in, bang, okay, I don't have to get in close, but I'm just dragging that, snapping that. So from here, I move in. He thinks I'm out of range, boom, and then I'm in, okay? So another tool for you to work with. Be careful anytime you're working with real knives, and I don't suggest you be working with real blades in training. Too many accidents can happen. Accidents happen when you don't have real blades. When you have just regular training blades, you're gonna get nicks and bumps and, you know, stuff. So anyway, drag snap or snap drag, whatever you want to call it, you know, it doesn't really matter. It's the technique that's important. And you're gonna find different guys call it different things. Okay, I just call it a drag because I'm dragging it through the object. It could be a twitch drag. It could be a twitch snap. It could be ketchup. Don't get hung up on the vocabulary. It's the technique that you need to get familiar with, and you know, understand that it could be, you know, like I said, with a stick. You know, if I move in here, if I'm here and I move in, bang, I can do the same thing. Okay, and that's just. And it's still going to turn the guy's head. It may not cut him, but it will. It could bruise. It could, depending on when this moves in, how much power, how much speed and velocity I'm adding to it. So, anyway, please share and subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching. And I will see you on the next video.